Hello and welcome to the Lauderdale Recreation Oval, and it is Bomber Talk Take 3, and we're excited that we can now inform you that we'll be coming to you every fortnight to give you a recap on everything that happens down here at the Lauderdale Football Club. Of course, I'm Andrew Silver Fox Hopwood, and I'm joined by Dylan Fife, one of the young guns at the Lauderdale Football Club. Dylan, welcome along.
Thanks for having me, Hoppy. Glad to be a part of it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I guess the first thing we should do is quickly recap the game that we played against Devonport. I really thought that was one of the better games that we'd played. Our season was on the line. They were a big unit. They were physical. I loved some of the contests, especially the Cassidy Thorpe. They were into each other. How did you see the game?
Well, look, it was a game we really had to win. As Mitch Thorpe said, it was an 8-point game. We were sitting fourth, I think. They were sitting fifth, and they really came to play. They were physical. They took it up to us earlier, but we fought our way back and got the 4 points.
Now, talking of physical, I'm not the biggest statured man going around, and as we can see to our dear viewer out there, you're not standing that tall. How did you find that game?
Oh, pretty tough, but obviously that's a part of football, and just got to get in there and do your best and have a crack.
You certainly do that. And I guess if we to analyse the game, the best for Lauderdale were Cassidy, Waller, McManus, Dunham. Ray Hill, I thought, was a revelation the way
in the fourth quarter.
Wasn't he, in the fourth quarter? He brought the crowd alight, and Heavey were fantastic. And of course, Holtz 3, Heavey 2, Walsh 2, McManus, Wiggins, Hill and Siggins. And one of the highlights for me was that Cassidy duel that he had there with Mitch Thorpe.
Very good duel. As you can see there, we have a wide spread of goal kickers, which is very good. We don't really worry about who kicks the goals as long as everyone's a part of it. And yes, the Cassidy and Thorpe duel was a very good one to watch as a player.
It certainly was.
Yeah, it was.
Now that really put us in good stead, of course, when we came up for our big game, which was just last week against the undefeated Glenorchy. So tell me, how are we thinking coming into that game?
Look, we had the mentality that we could win, because it was down here. We knew that they don't like to play here. We love to play here. It's our ground, and we really took it up to them, I think.
You took it up to them all right. The first quarter we came out and really got on top with 4 goals. What was it to get us up and underway? Was there something that was a trigger? We got that momentum going early?
I think it's all in the preparation, Hoppy. It's all in the warm-up, it's all in the mental, and then we come out here and put it on the park. And over the last couple of years, we struggled in the first quarters.
Yes.
So like we're down a couple of goals, and then we get our way back into the game, but it's sometimes too late, so we really need to get those good starts.
It was interesting you say that, because then of course in the second quarter we really dropped away. I think we were 1 goal to Glenorchy's 5, so how was the feeling then at half time?
Well, we knew we weren't playing our best footy at half time, but we're 11 points down, I think.
Yep.
So when you're 11 points down, you're not playing your best footy, you think we're still a chance, and you know, we still try to keep a positive mind. You know, like we went at half time a bit quiet, but we were still in it, so then we...
Oh, mate, you certainly were, and then came out in the next quarter and we turned the tables, 5 goals to 1, and then we went on and had that really good victory. So for you, what were some of the highlights of the game?
I think it was our pressure.
Yes.
Like you see, they're great ball users in Mott and Webb, and I think we really put them under the pump. But still, they got a lot of footy because they're great players. But I think if you just get that little pressure axe in there, they can turn it over, and then we go back the other way. And
of course, one of the danger men, sorry to interrupt there, but one of the danger men's been Jay Bowden. Yeah, I think he kicked 3 goals this time through, but we really sort of put the clamps on him, I thought, this time.
Yeah, there wasn't no set match-up, but we all know who he is, and like, everyone's got to do their bit to try and keep him quiet. Yes, like, he had a great second quarter and put us on the back rope, but I think we did pretty well.
Well, it's fantastic. We've had 3 losses, but it puts it in really good stead. We're equal in that sort of top 3 position. We inflicted the first loss to the mighty Magpies, and we take that lightly. They're a fantastic, very proud football club. I mean, I came down here at 9 o'clock in that morning, and all the trainers were set up. Their enthusiasm was there. They bring a lot of support and professionalism, and I guess, Fifey, that's something which we aspire to.
We do.
And that's put us on the right road forward, hasn't it?
Like this year, we've got Drummond, our strength conditioning coach, has really put us in good stead for the season. Like, I think we've probably been the fittest team we have all last couple 4 years. So and that's in the preparation again. So we go out in the park feeling good and play good.
Well, let's just go through the result there. So it was 14-9-93 to Glenorchy 9-7-61. Again, featuring prominently as Holton at 3. He must be very handy to play alongside. Big-bodied sort of fella.
He's our target.
He certainly is. Walsh again with 2. Wiggins, who went down, I believe, with a bit of an ankle.
Yes, ankle injury, yeah.
But how's he come up?
Last night looked pretty good. Obviously seen the physio, no training, but better than expected, I think.
That's fantastic. Well, he was handy with a couple of goals. Alex Hill got one, and he was handy throwing him around in the ruck, which was fantastic. Ed Stanley, new to the club. Cassidy, Taylor. Young Woodhead was tremendous. I liked his physicality.
Yeah.
I think he's brought that too. A bit of an enforcer to the club.
Another big body to the club, which is always helpful. Now we've got, 4 talls down forward, which is very handy and tough for the opponent to match up on. So that's probably a key aspect that no other club's got in the competition that we can bring to the table. Yeah,
fantastic. Plant and Watson with 1. And for the best players, well, he's just starting to purr along like a good Rolls Royce. There's young Brycey Walsh, Alex Hill, Ed Stanley, who obviously is new to the club this year. He's really coming on nicely. Adam Duggan, Kane Waller, and Jimmy Dunham. So it was a very, very good victory, and it sets us up well. We've got the Tigers, and then before the break, of course, we're not getting ahead of ourselves, but a really big game against Burnie.
Yeah, those are 2 games we really got to look after, especially the Tigers one. We try and go over to Kingston, just get the 4 points, look after that game, and then try and gear up for a very big game against Burnie.
Well, Fifey, thanks very much for joining us. What about now? We'll have our break and go to our sponsors, and then we'll come back into the juniors.
Thanks, Hoppy.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this
He's a classic-looking player, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And it's won there again by Lauderdale. They boot the ball forward, and running over the back there is Ali. Ali can't get it. Yes, he did quite get his touch on the foot there, and he's towed it through for a goal. That's the first goal to Blair. Ali, no real clean possession here. Stripped again. Coleman gets the first of it. Again, not a clean possession. The ball stays in. Coleman doing a bit of soccer work. Here he goes. Tennick.
Good athlete.
Yeah, huge athlete. Over the top. Will it run on? Ned Lennox really needs to kick this goal for... Yes, he did. Well done. So it'll be Holloway to clear for New Norfolk. Casual. Over the back. Look at this. Woodward. Rainmaker.
Oh.
Has anyone touched that? No.
New Norfolk have been ahead for all this match, haven't they?
Pretty much the whole match. Roberts. There he is. Raw pace. Kicks long. And kicks a goal. Deserve it.
What an exhilarating match. I'm exhausted. That was fantastic. That's great to see the future of Lauderdale running around there in the Valley of Love. And it came out to an absolutely thrilling draw. All right, now we go from the juniors to our major naming rights sponsor of Bomber Talk. We would like to acknowledge Harcourt Signature Real Estate. And now we'd love to present to you their House of the Week. Today's property is 11A North Sun Place, Midway Point. A beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1 garage and 2 off-street parking. Contemporary style and modern comforts are abundant in this spacious townhouse. Light-filled and perfectly designed to maximise the water views, this home offers 3 bedrooms, main with walk-in, robe and ensuite, open-plan kitchen and living area, remote-controlled garage with internal access, sun deck and fully fenced backyard. If you're interested in this cracker of a property, contact Scott Leach on 6244 8111 or 0419 356 606. The beauty about that property, you can sit on the back deck, look over the water and come across to Lauderdale and see the big game as we line up against our next opponent. Thank you to Harcourts, and that looks an absolutely beautiful home. Well, that's all for Bomber Talk, but before we head away, there's just 2 things we need to make you aware of. Of course, we've got the seafood extravaganza, which is coming up on the 4th of July, and that's going to be a wonderful evening. So if you'd like to come along, make sure you get in early, and please call Julie, our president, and she can be notified on, if I get all of this right, 0400 106 866. And we know it's going to be beautiful because we've got all the seafood coming in fresh from the East Coast. Now, the only other thing you have to make yourself aware of is on the 18th of July. It's when you take these jackets off and you put the dinner suit on, because it's the glitz night It is the red and black ball. So they're the 2 dates, the 4th of July, 18th of July. Cross them off, put them in your calendar. All right, that's all for Bomber Talk today. Make sure you get your kicks of the footy and get on the Bombers.